On today's episode, we're going to be talking about why, not you should, not why you must, but why you need the Canon 70-200 f2.8 if you are filming with the C200. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Again, we're going to be talking about lenses. We're talking about this guy. This right here is the Canon 70-200 f2.8. This is the first edition. This is the one without IS, but this review will also go for the IS version as well. Today I want to sort of talk about why, if you are someone who films with the Canon C200 or you're thinking about getting one of the cinema line cameras, why this lens, or if you just film weddings, you film concerts, you film events, why this lens is probably an absolute must-have in your bag, in your arsenal of lenses. I've talked about before on many occasions on my other videos where as much as the features built into a camera, help you dictate the image, ultimately it's the lenses and how the scene is lit is going to ultimately dictate the image far more than the camera itself. And for weddings, for any sort of event type of shooting, this lens is probably, for me, #1 priority to get outside of possibly a wide angle lens. After you get a wide angle lens, whether if it's zoom or prime, this is the next one you should get. And the reason why is because it's such a versatile lens, but also it is just sharp. From end to end, it is sharp. It's sharp from f2.8 all the way down. And it just gives you so much free range, especially if you're doing events where you necessarily can be so close to the moment that you're trying to capture. You have to be a little bit farther away. This is a great lens to just be able to just go in and just snipe people down, and pair this up with something like the Canon C200, which has all the amazing autofocus features in it, along with the audio features that it has in it. This thing makes it so great, especially where weddings where you maybe need to be farther away, or maybe you need to be next to a DJ to sort of get in the cleanest audio. This allows you to still be able to go in, get in really tight shots, and capture the moment that you may be trying to get the groom's emotional reaction as he sees the bride walk down the aisle, or when they have their first dance, or maybe you're at a concert and the sound system is not close to the stage. This still allows you to get close to the moment and capture it in really tight space, especially if you're shooting 4K. Then you could still, even as much as you close in, you can still crop in even more, up to like 2 times before, and not lose any image quality, especially if your final delivery is 1080. And that's sort of the amazing thing about this lens. It's just the range of capabilities. This lens is a great lens to have in low light. It's a great lens to have for large areas like a ballroom, like a large concert area. It's just a great thing to have where you can just still get the moment that you need. And I love it so much, especially when you talk about a camera like the C200, who has the face detection autofocus that does really well, or even the tracking autofocus, where you could just touch where you want it to track and it tracks it. This lens works beautifully with that. So anytime I do any sort of event shooting, this is definitely something I am going to have in my bag. I've rented this lens so much. I don't currently own it, but I'm definitely going to be getting this. This is the next purchase I'm definitely going to get, simply because it makes things so much easier. And it's nice that I could just put the camera on sticks and still get all the get the shot that I need. Even at 200, you're getting wonderful bokeh. You're getting a nice creamy, blurry background when your subject is in focus. This is an amazing lens, and to me, if you're doing any sort of event work, especially with the Canon C200 or even any of the newer Canon cameras, this is a lens that I say you should absolutely have. Photography wise, I would definitely get the IS version simply because it gives you a little bit more ring. I personally just got the one without IS simply because the camera is always going to be on sticks anyway, so I'm not necessarily concerned about any shakiness. I just have as long as I have a really solid, smooth tripod, it doesn't really matter about the IS. I would never like go around hand holding this. I just put it on sticks, sit it down, and just work that way. Definitely leave a comment below, leave a like, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Until next time, take care.